see the big lock-up from Pasternak. Comfortable for a while, and Verstappen goes straight. They had to keep Rosberg out to cover Vettel. Why did
they knew? I think they thought he could get ahead.
Oui, il faut toujours battre son coéquipier, mais on sait qu'à la clé, il y a une possibilité.
Là, à ce moment-là, les pneus sont gelés et ça ne freine plus.
Il a tapé de face le mur et ça, c'est assez douloureux pour un pilote.
Now, the problem last year was a massive. Grosjean cuts in front of him and then he's looking the other way.
Come on, turn 6 just on the power.
Right, in fact, they keep the pressure on us the same.
The rear axle locks up and around she goes. Dropped it on the way in and then realised he's going to the...
Did Alonso actually trigger that?
I think either he had a tap from Alonso.
Stowe on his way to rail. Ooh, just gone on the curb.
Makes a change on the winding brake bias.
New skid blocks underneath.
And closes up. I think the Sauber and Grosjean came to court because
You don't need to give.
lives in the McLaren. You see it here. There you go.
Lotus has a big...
Going through farm.
Yeah, on the restart, cold tyres, cool spin to what I had.
That is.
Here we go, see replay now. So
Well, here we go.
This
is the first time we've seen this, so they obviously can see what happens.
And he's got ahead of his teammate on the curve. Verstappen had to take evasive action.
For Verstappen and Ericsson, there it goes.
See it glowing red.
And this is stuff like that. That's the knowledge they don't get as to how to blank off the brakes.
In contention now. Raikkonen goes down the inside. He touches back. Up there.
It was a long way back. It's Raikkonen's fault. He'd just been told on the rail line. That's 100%.
Debris, on the outside of the corner, and
Sebastian's experience, and we all know he can win.
Just tricky.
Exactly the same thing yesterday. So
Right line, but you
Yes.
shouldn't be on that line in the way.
yes, collecting each other. Out it goes. A little help off the track, and they
Did they touch?
They did touch the road. Very nearly.
So that now makes it
No man's land, really, isn't it?
almost like a spike looking at.
Still have, Kimi, big spin. Yeah, just go over a little the curb on the corners.
But certainly if you're watching live, as we're looking at a spin there.
King, oh yes, he got a big oversteer. Through the... There you go, just put the power down, lock the rear.
Oh, that is Romain Grosjean taking up lots of curve there and taking.
It was Palmer feed in, and yeah, the curve looked like it just.
It back in fourth place, and it was all about Fernando
Alonso into Maldonado.
Look at that then. So
Verstappen goes straight on.
Vettel's got clear in. Oh, around with that.
Right. He can't see button. There's a little gully there, isn't there?
I think it's just the way.
The presence of mind that Sergio Perez had here, to take it.
What we think.
This is 4 off. Yeah, but come on, that's
You would
that's
expect
speed.
that.
This happened.
Wow, just lost the rear end.
A little bit lighter, some might be a bit heavier, some might.
Yeah, the rear just.
Come on, that's 100. That curve.
Maldonado pushes him a bit wide. The other. Could Maldonado?
That's sitting in that. You feel, I've had it happen. You feel, yeah. Obviously getting towards their highest speed.
Come out, and the safety car will leave the field.
It's power issue, and just under.
Well, a hefty Verstappen's front wing right there. Is he clumsy?
The door was wide open, but he hasn't run into him. And
In a modern F1 car, no, that was just on the throttle, yeah. Oh, that's it. The right rear actually looks a little bit
Miles an hour.
Wow.
Oh dear.
past the outside of Manor, and Oh, yeah, so as soon as he's touched the brakes, the rear's just...
Straw for track limits. Ooh.
When things go wrong, whilst you're travelling, I know it sounds strange, but...
What happened to Max Verstappen?
Eh oui, en tête à queue, il est venu poser sa voiture. Calage aurait-il failli sur sa voiture?
Using the tyre, but push that.
Turn 19, that's where he banged it.
Yeah, with the rear tyres up
Well,
for the race.
oh, that's a contact! Hulkenberg and coming. Comes over to the right, but that's to make that left-hand turn. Nico Hulkenberg retired as Martin.
Caught out, hit the throttle. Nardo in the way. I think it's on the way in. Complete driver way in and a tank slapper into the barriers.
What happened there, mate?
Oh, and he hit the bollard, Martin.
Yeah, he did close to his teammate
Yeah.
there.
Very nearly coming, getting in Lewis Hamilton's way and then spinning at turn 8 of the season.
On fuel consumption. So
Apex. No, oh, he's just lost at the apex. It's very.
Going that little
The
bit
problem
too
is that
fast.
straight's so long that if you
You can see that spin by Carlo.
To Dr. Helmet Marko. Spoke too soon, didn't he? And he got in a little bit hot. He tried the dummy on him. And Fernando doing normally.
beau tête à queue, mais sans blocage. Ah oui, le moteur.
Non, en fait.
Il a dit qu'il a eu un problème, il n'a pas pu ralentir.
Yeah. Probably when he did his track walk, he didn't.
Oof, tries to flick out a bit. I reckon he just touched the AstroTurf with the left rear.
It looks only the rear wing.
had a massive tank slapper, overcorrected it a couple of times and then ended up...
Well out of shape under braking.
In. Yeah.
No. Down the inside, was there a gap there?
Legitimate move.
But then did for a reason I don't know yet. I mean, it was a collision. But well, he came late, didn't he?
Yeah. He's got some damage to his floor, obviously.
Come from a lot of testing allocations. We want.
Him coming out of the corner there. The Ferrari with lots of understeer.
Where you do want to stop the session.
Just kind of like going straight. So obviously there's a problem with recovery there.
Goed, die auto loopt naar buiten, oké. Wow, wat een moment. En wat een mazzel dat... Oh, stom. Ja, doei.
You are. There you go. Flat space to run. Wide. Super wide.
They're trying to motivate Renault to...
Okay, so it's quite late actually on the upshift, I think, to fourth. 140, so he actually slowed it down initially okay.
Just as he put the rears on, the car...
And then it's a little moment...
Right, then he tries to compensate for that, and in doing so, it snapped.
Yeah.